ColourPop. I love, oh, look at that. I love this palette so much. Look at how cute this is. I'm filming into a mirror in case you're wondering why it's backwards. But I'm gonna throw it on myself. I love it so much. All right, let's do something. I wanna do pinks and greens. You might as well see this get swatched. Look, that's Grinchy perfection. All right, so what I think we're gonna start with is I have a little bit of concealer, and I'm just gonna start with concealer on my brow bone because I know I don't have friction here. I know I'm repetitive sometimes, but I have new friends every day and I want them to kind of understand what we're doing here. Then we'll just use clear base. I like the idea of seeing my skin tone and undertone through the shadow in certain areas. Just want to make sure, even though it's clear, it's always important to make sure it's nice and smooth. That's why I like a brush like this. This shade, and let's do a really intense brow highlight. I'm gonna layer it up. Nice. Very sugar plum. Let's do a little bit of this shade. This one is going to be a really good blur shade for my skin tone. It's going to be warm, but with a little bit of pink. So I'm going to place it here. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm using the side of the brush as well. That way I can lay it nice and flat. And let's kind of do a halo eye. Why not? I'm going to add some depth just out here. It's really satisfying to watch the shadows blend. I also feel it's important that you kind of see how far back I'm holding this. That's going to help with control. It's going to help us not to overblend. I mean, when you have a eyeshadow brush that is this long and you hold it where it's intended to be held, that's really one of the reasons I wanted these handles to be so long, is because it really can help you to not overblend. And overblended shadow becomes dusty and even patchy sometimes. Oh, this is so pretty. I have to use this sequin. Look at how pretty that is. The sequin is a matte with big chunks of sparkle. And we must whisper. It's gonna tap it through here. So pretty. I don't know why we have to whisper. Maybe we'll spook the sparkle. Cleaning up the lid space just a little bit with some micellar water. And if you hear footsteps on my roof right now, it's not reindeer. It's my Christmas lights being put up. Very excited. Hopefully by the time that I post this, it'll be a reasonable time to put up Christmas lights, because it's probably not reasonable on November 11th when I'm filming this. So let's just imagine that I posted this later. Now let's use one of these shadow sticks. Hang on, I'm still gonna use the green. I was just thinking about using that on my bottom lash line. This is so pretty. These are always really fun to me because they're so impactful but so easy. Because I know a lot of us might not want to invest in a palette with greens and such and bright pinks that we might not wear. So if I could get only one thing from the collection, it would probably be these shadow sticks. Now let's layer this right in the center. Whee! Ooh, that's a pretty color. And I'm using an E27. And you'll know I'm a little color gremlin. So I'm going to take that, melt that in between the purple and the dark brown. And I think we'll add some liner now. One I found, this is from a brand called 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬. And this is a beautiful burgundy liner. Unfortunately, the brush I'm using is sold out. This is so pretty. But it will be back soon. And I'm just gonna bring this along my lash line. Oh, I love this color so much, my friends. And then I'm gonna tidy that up with some micellar water. Lily Lashes self-adhesive. These are a half lash. Their half lashes are probably my all-time favorite lash in the history of lashes. This is the style Scene Stealer. There we go. Easy peasy. So I'm gonna hop off in a second and do a blush technique off camera, but I wanted to try this foundation again. I'm more fair now that we are into November. I actually don't think I'm gonna mind that color match either. It's looking pretty good, especially once we blend it. Let me grab my C42. This is, in case, well, I'll always have everything labeled, but this is the Benefit Professional Foundation, and I didn't really like it. I feel that I'm okay with foundations kind of changing color once they dry, especially something long wear, but this was wildly changing color. Yeah, that match is quite delightful. This is 14C. I find it very blurring. So hopefully I will be able to start using this one now. It looks nice for now. Now before I hop off to film my blush hack, I'm gonna do my Estee Lauder concealer in 2.5C. I've really been loving this concealer, but you have to like coverage. It's definitely a full coverage concealer, and it's a little bit harder to get this one to be not full coverage. It just takes over, and I'm okay with that. Woo! That's nice. All right, when I return, I will have blush on. I have on my YSL blush in shade 42, and I have on a lot of it because I'm really trying to be sugar plum goodness. But I feel like some bronzer is going to really anchor this. I love this neon blush and then capturing it with bronzer. Let me quit my yap and find my bronzer. So I went ahead and just flipped the camera around. I wore Give Me Sun the other day. It's very, very orange on me. I think that's what I like now. I don't even know who I am anymore in my makeup life. Just having fun, switching things up. Maybe it's the C40.5, keeping it a little bit tighter around the perimeter here. I don't know. But I love the way it's contrasting with pink makeup. I'll figure it out. I told you I wanted pink and green. I like this Prada liner. I'm actually gonna take it out of the waterline a little bit. Mind you, I have not set my concealer at all. I'm using this wet concealer to my advantage to grab the green I'm about to apply, but I'm gonna take a little bit of this liner out just to also grab what I'm about to apply. And for this shade. Oh, I just want to put it in the floor and roll around on it. You know what? One thing a Rose & Ben Beauty brush is going to do is it's going to pick up your product. Even a shimmer like this. Oh, perfect. Delightful. I am Miss Holiday. Last step of blush. I'm having a lot of fun with this look. I'm going to take this and transition this in between that super bright. Ooh, not holding it further back enough. Lord have mercy. But what I'm doing is transitioning that super pastel neon into the bronzer. I honestly don't think I can do a look now without one of these blushes. I love this formula so much. Time for our powder. I always like to wait till the very last second in case I mess up to lock everything in. That's so pretty. I feel so sugar plum. I'm gonna go ahead and set everywhere. I sometimes feel like I forget to tell you, but I actually like to use this powder to bake just a little bit and to shape. But I do go lighter where I have bronzer and blush. That way I don't gray it up or change the color or dull it. So I'll take the C41 in this, and then that's when I go over the bronzer, because I actually don't need as much powder there and I don't want to change the color. So by using a brush, especially a fluffier brush, this one's a little dense, but it's got a little bit of that floof. So I'm not covering, I'm just kind of making sure everything is nice and set, blended and blurred together. Made friends, if you will. Doing Santa Claus hat, lip liner. Mind you, these are a little tingly. They're not burning, but they're tingly, kind of pepperminty. And then we're gonna do Mean One gloss. Where is he? Oh, he's on here. Love him. Oh yeah, this is so pretty. Stunning. This is Grew 3 Sizes highlighter. I'm gonna pick it up on a D1. Out of stock, but back soon. Where did I grab that? Okay. And I'm just going to kind of glaze through here. And that's how I would describe these highlighters. That's why I was saying they're kind of ahead of their time, because they're so glazy and not heavy. I feel like this one, if you like a really pink blush, you're gonna love this one as a topper. I almost forgot, I want to put this on my inner corner. Fun. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. I know this took a very wild turn. There's now a mint waterline, but I just get so inspired and then I just want to keep painting. So I hope that you enjoyed watching me paint this as much as I enjoyed painting it. And if I had to get one thing out of the entire collection, it's going to be the eyeshadow palette for me. I just love everything about the color story here. And of course, I love little Grinch on the front. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you for being here with me. And until the next video, bye for now.